All right. Well, hello. Good afternoon. My name is Mark Gaston, and I'm with the StreamYard community. And I want to say greetings to each and every one of you. It is my first day on this particular forum, and I hope it is the start of something very special as the good Lord allows me to continue to branch out and interconnect, intertwine, and relate to new groups of people wherever you may be. I just want to come on and encourage each and every one of you and let you know that even though the pot of circumstances in your life is stirring, we want you to know that there is a good Lord above who is adding ingredients to that pot to make sure that the final outcome and the final taste of what you partake of will be sweet, it will be pleasant, it will be enjoyable, and one you will not be ashamed of, but thankful that you were a part of the process in. I want you to know there is someone who is seeing what is exactly going into the contents of what is being prepared for your life. Somebody somewhere is looking into your life, and they may be seeing ingredients added to the panorama around you that surrounds your world and is a portion of what you're about to partake of. They see some ingredients of the spices of kindness, the spices of humility, the spices of persecution, the spices and the ingredients that are part of what we call the pruning process. There are things that are being killed within you that would otherwise work in a septic manner. Maybe there are some experiences that have brought bitterness. Maybe there are some experiences that have brought hostility. Maybe there are some experiences that have brought great depression. But I'm here to let you know that the pot is being stirred right now. And what will emerge from this pot, what will emerge from this meal will be sweeter. And even though it has a little spice to it, even though it has a little bit of the cilantro of sweet smelling grace, you're going to be thankful. And the thankfulness will provide you with an experience wherewith you'll be able to bless other people, no matter how it looks, no matter how it feels, no matter what it is that's rocking your world right now. Just know that it is not the end. Just know that the pot is being stirred, and know that the meal that is being devised is one that will have a lasting impression on the people who are able to partake of it. There are people who are going along with you right now in the midst of your struggle. I'm saying to you, hold on. There are people who have jumped off of the carousel of events in your life, and you're wondering, where are my friends? Where are the loved ones? Where are the acquaintances? Where are the business contacts who have said to me, no matter what happens, I've got your back. Just hold on, brother. I'll be there for you. I'm on my way. And they may never show up. You're looking at the clock of life. You're looking at the clock of events, and you're saying, where are they? They should have been here by now. I could always count on these people. But I'm telling you, some of them are being baked out of the process. Some of them are being lifted out of the process. And so the final product of what's being prepared for you and what's being prepared for others, once it is distributed, other people will know this is good ground. This is a good meal that I can eat from. And my God, I've got to get the recipe for this, because I've had it a little too easy. Maybe I've had it a little too sweet. You know, I remember when I was a little boy, there were times when I'd go into the kitchen and I'd make myself a peanut butter sandwich, and I wasn't content to just spread the peanut butter on the one slice of bread that held the two together and comprised the sandwich. There were times when I would take the knife and I would dish some more peanut butter, just lacquer it on to the second slice of bread. And then I'd mash them together and something would happen. After I'd start eating from that peanut butter sandwich, something occurred. What was happening? I would start to choke on it because what I had prepared for myself, what I was willing to yield to myself, was just too rich and too thick and too sweet for me to eat. And then afterwards, my family members would teasingly say, Mark put together a choke sandwich. Well, I'm here to let you know today, sometimes we have to look back at the way that we have accumulated blessings and possessions, and we have accumulated houses and cars and money. We have accumulated degrees and we have accumulated friendships. And sometimes these things, believe it or not, can come a little too easy, even for ourselves and our ability. There are people who are professional students, and it's nothing for them to take a course and get themselves a degree. Yes, you put the work in, but you enjoy it so much, you don't even think as much about the arduous labor. But once everything has been comprised, once everything has been put together, and you have your final product and you get the cap and gown, the first thing you say is, thank you for what I've been through, because if it had not been for the fact that I needed to refine some study skills that I thought I never even had, I was simply being stretched. And in the midst of the stretching, I realized that there was something great that was going to come out of this, because something great went into me. Something great will come out of my experience. But other people will look, and after other people have seen that I did not initially have the money and didn't initially thought I had the intellect to go through the rigors of college experience, now that I have the degree, now that I have the cap and gown, now that I can hang them up, there are people who are looking and saying, my God, he didn't even have money for college, but somehow he was able to work himself through. Somehow grant money, somehow loan money became available. And even though the person might have been sleeping out of their car, I see where they have been going. They had a vision for themselves, and the vision says, I see it. And they had inspiration for themselves when they had to tell themselves that they were good enough, when they had to sit inside a classroom and listen to an instructor. They realized, I'm smart enough now. They realized, after sitting down and reading 80 pages for a class per night, now they know I have great reading and study skills. I learned something about myself in the process, and now it's nothing for me to pick up a book and I don't just peruse the contents, but I pursue knowledge. I pursue information, and I'm wiser for it. I'm stronger for it. I'm better for it. But I'm humble because I realize no one gave it to me. And the joy that I have from that experience, the world can't take it away. I've worked hard at this. Oh, I may not be able to talk about what I've accumulated at a Tupperware party to Joe Blow or John Doe or Jane Doe, but if someone were to ask me, what makes you tick? If someone were to ask me, what makes you go? You could say to them, first of all, I had to get the vision. I had to get inspiration. And then I had to get one more thing. I had to get perspective, because perspective says you can't stop me. Vision says I see it. Inspiration says I want it. Perspective says you can't stop me. I'm here to let you know there's a pot prepared for you. And there's a heavenly Father who had a vision for your life and a vision for mine. He had inspiration because he is God and because he knows what's best for you to bring you to an expected end. He only wants to be the navigator and not the rider. That means you want it because he wants it for you. And then finally, there's perspective, which means no person, no negativity, no faction, no clique, no conspiracy or conspirator, if you will, no foundation, and no weapon formed against you can stop you if you put God first. Make him the head, and he will not allow you to be the tail. Because if he's at the head and you're following him and he has you in his arms, guess where you're going to be? You're going to be ushered to and advanced to the front of the line. That's for somebody to be encouraged today. Don't give up. I love you. God bless you.